Hello everyone, it's Cherie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to be sharing this custom order. I got an order from a very dear sweet lady who asked me if I would make a journal like mine for her, and I said sure, I'd love to. So this one is the one that I'm currently working in now, and I used the other side of this doily here to make her cover. It's a trifold. I used a file folder. I'm really enjoying that. And I had a bunch of this fabric left over, and I had some other fabrics that I had ran out of, but I used some complementing ones. And I really like it. I think it turned out really nice. Her journal has, let me see, I believe it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 7 signatures. I think mine only has 6. She journals the same way I do. She likes to do her pockets, so she didn't want a whole bunch of decorating and stuff like that. So, and then the inside, I did use a different fabric there. Mine has this yellow one, and I put this really pretty vintage blue and green one on there. And then this is also vintage here as well. So most of the fabrics, I think all of them might be vintage really. And then a little piece of trim with the sari ribbon on the back. So I used a lot of scrapbooking papers, designer papers, the same as I do mine. I love these papers here. I believe this one's basic gray and farmhouse. This is one of my favorite papers of all time. I love it. And she said that she had daughters, no sons. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't do a lot of decorating, but I did clip in a whole bunch of fun things for her to use while she's working in this journal. And she said that she does like flip outs, so I used quite a few flip outs too. This is some typewriter paper, some more scrapbook paper, a little pocket here with some fun little goodies, and an illustration from a book page that I thought she might like, because she said she likes florals too. Some antique ledger paper. Some really yummy ledger paper. Tea dye paper, little fabric, vintage strip of fabric there. I clipped in some of my transparent quote stickers that I always use in my journal. Some creative memories that I always use. And this was an index card, and I just stuck some fabric on there and stitched it on there and made a pocket. A sweet little illustration from a book page, and I gave her some alphabet stickers that I thought she could use because I have too much. So I like to stuff things full so that I do not, so I can try to slim down my stash, because I'm never going to be able to use all this stuff, you know. And this is a little tuck pocket here, and this is some vintage wallpaper. So yeah, so very bare. Some avocado dyed paper. This is a vintage playing card. And I told her that I am not an expert with my sewing machine, so my stitching is going to be really messy, as it always is, but I actually like the way that looks. This is an antique letter. And I just wanted to pick out some pages that, you know, were kind of springy, a little summery, just happy, just a lot of happiness going on. So she can put all of her happy memories in here. This is a children's book page. It's got some really cute illustrations and the quotes and the sayings, and it's like a book of, I think it's called the Children's Book of Virtues, and I just love it. It's fun to put in, and I like to read what it says because it's really sweet, and it's all about being kind and honest, and it's just a good book. A little Dick and Jane page, This is a crepe paper. I think it's from the Little Bo Peep collection, and I absolutely love it. This is one of my favorite papers here. I love this, and I love this side too, but I really love this pattern. It just looks so yummy. Like, it's just so inviting. Like, I want you to journal on me. Just a little calendar page from a 1993 agenda book, I think it was. A little floral, a little seed packet, another little illustration. I wasn't sure like what color hair her kids are, so I kind of tried to mix it up and do some browns and blondes, just to be on the safe side. I mean, it doesn't really matter, you know, like I'll use brown-headed images, even though my kid's kind of blonde. So I love this paper here too, so sweet. Just a little postcard, vintage postcard, a little vintage playing card. Gave her some journaling cards here to play with, and a little scrap of some really, really pretty wallpaper. So pretty, and it goes so good with this page. But she didn't want me to do a whole bunch of pockets and stuff, so I didn't want to go putting, you know, what I like on there. I figured she would want to do that herself. Another little journaling card. A vintage greeting card she can use in here. See, Happyville and Grumpyville. Where do happy children live? They live in Happyville, where the birdies sing and the children swing and daisies dance on the hill. So it's just like a really cute, I love this book. To practice cheerfulness and an honorable is an honorable habit. To smile, to laugh, to be glad, to be joyful, brings pleasure and delight to those around you and attracts blessings into your own life too. That's just so sweet. I'd probably cover this up, but it's still sweet. Or maybe journal here, you know, and put like a little vintage printable trim right here. Like, it's just would be so easy to journal in here. It's just so fun and happy. Another little scrap of wallpaper and a little, this is some vintage fabric here too. I really love the way that it feels. It's kind of got a stiffness to it that I really like. I've just made like a little tuck spot with that. Another seed packet here. I don't know where this came from. I can't remember the book, but it has some really cute images in it, and it had a little girl, so stuck that in there for her. This is some, I think this is Ellie Studios, and it's just a really pretty, it looks springy, floral, you know, with some yummy ledger here. And this is just a vintage bag that I stuck in here that I figured she could use as a pocket somewhere. Since I didn't make very many pockets, I wanted to give her some stuff that she could use to make the pockets with. Another playing card, a really pretty bird paper that reminds me of spring, some typewriter paper, some pretty florals and butterflies. Love this paper too, the side of that bird paper. Map paper, little funny bunny. Another little piece illustration from a book, and some of these little Victorian angels and a little girl and a flower. Die cuts there. The other side of that paper, some two little girls here walking in the rain. This is just like a little collage sheet here. This is a vintage want list, like a memo pad. Another little vintage playing card, a die cut. I tucked this on here, some vintage wrapping paper that she can use with this cute little love paper clips she can use somewhere in her journal as a decorative piece. This is from, this is a letter from 1904, the bottom side. This is the same paper that I have in my journal, Authentique. I think it's something Meadow. It's got really pretty, super cute images in it, and it's the same as, let's see if I can find it, this paper here. I love this, these little folksy children. So this and this is the same collection. Another little vintage notepad paper. This is a printable. I can't remember the name of the shop though, but I just thought it was so sweet, and I figured she could use it in here somewhere. This was just a scrap that I had laying around, so I just gave that to her to use. Ledger paper. It's really cute little paper. Another piece of vintage fabric that's messily stitched on. But like I said, I like it. I like it like that. Some avocado dyed paper, a little page from a childcraft book, some more typewriter paper. I try to give her a bunch of pages that are blank too, so she can, you know, if she has a wrapping paper or just whatever that she wants to collage on there, she'll be able to do that. Linen from my shop, and this is that 1904 paper, that letter. It feels so good. It's like so yummy. Just, oh, makes me happy. A little acetate piece. It says think happy thoughts. Some ledger. Another fold out piece here. And this is a printable from KB and Friends. This is a Edith Holden page here. Another ledger piece. I put a lot of ledger in here just because, you know, why not? Everybody loves ledger, don't they? This is from like a women's, oh goodness, I can't remember. Some kind of women's, it's either like quilting or embroidery or some kind of vintage women's book. But those pages are always fun to work in. Another linen that's from my shop. And some of this yummy paper. Isn't that paper so pretty? Oh gosh, it's just gorgeous. I love it. And then another page from I think it was Childcraft book. Winter is past, so it's, you know, related to spring. It's really pretty. Then this is Graphic 45 fairy paper. I just like the color of it and thought that it just reminded me of spring and summer and happiness. Another little fold out page here. Some tea dyed paper. Or maybe it's needlepoint. I think maybe that's what it is. A needlepoint book. Edith Holden page. This is another page from that same book. I think it's so pretty. Yeah, that's got to be needlepoint, right? I just feel like it goes really well. I would probably cover this up. She said she didn't have any pets either, so. A flip out ledger. Like, this is some of my favorite ledger paper ever. So pretty. So yummy, yummy, yummy. Some really pretty blue paper. Oh, I can't remember the collection that this is from, but I love it. I like the tones. It's really pretty. Another ledger paper. Here I just stitched two scraps together, but this is a farmhouse paper. It's one of my favorites. I just like it. I love it. And then I also gave her an envelope, a sewing pattern envelope too, that I thought she may like to use in here. I thought it went nice. Another little collage paper that I did. Another ledger paper, or the same ledger from before. And this is a Stampin' Up. I love this paper too. So I put a lot of papers in here that I love, obviously, like some of my favorite papers. Like this one here. Favorite. Love it. And then this is another wallpaper pocket, and I just tucked another piece of ledger and a little vintage paper from railroad paper. And then I also gave her a pack of goodies too. So that's that. I hope that y'all enjoyed this flip through. And Krista, I hope that you love your journal. I had so much fun making it. And y'all have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Bye.